I just watched Brandon Johnson do a press conference. This man is hell-bent on destroying Chicago and not listening to the Chicago citizens. But you know what? I know somebody who do. President Trump, if you get this video, please, you are the people's president. You are the one we voted for. You are the real MVP. You are the one, you are the voice of the people, President Donald J. Trump. This man is hell-bent on destroying Chicago and going against everything that the Chicago citizens want.
100 strong, because over here, we like to keep things 100 strong. What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out.
Brush, I apply the brush, brush, I apply the brush, I apply the brush, yeah, brush, I apply the brush.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? That's what the Democrats are doing right now in Chicago and all over the country. Democrats feel like they're being attacked by Donald Trump sending in the National Guard, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. We got the Chicago mayor and other mayors, because there was a big thing on Instagram not too long ago about these black mayors have brought down the crime statistics in their respective cities. And it just didn't add up to me, because I do the news every single day or almost every day or whenever I get a chance to. So I do the news. And when I'm not actually doing the news, I'm actually watching and seeing what's going on, seeing what sparks my interest, right?
There's a lot going on in the streets, man. There's a lot going on in the streets. Police are saying that over 30 people got shot this weekend alone in Chicago. A lot of you niggas need to be goddamn taken off the streets or smoked. A lot of y'all are counterproductive as hell. We have been taught that everything that's wrong is right, and the shit that's right is wrong. We got a completely counterproductive mindset out here, and it's crazy.
Man, Trump, hey, they could be in trouble. Trump. Long live Bernie Mac. That motherfucker talking about that motherfucker come over there talking about they gonna bring the motherfucker National Guard, motherfucker kind of rap like that, boy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all talking about Trump ain't gonna stop nothing. Chicago, y'all out of control. Y'all need the National Guard. Y'all need somebody. They need the tanks. They got to start treating them up like a third world country.
So let's just get to the facts. Over the past 2 years, we have seen significant reductions in crime and violence. In the last year alone, we have seen more than a 30% decline in homicides.
Donald Trump, man, Donald Trump said that he ready to send the troops to Chicago. And I think that it's good for Chicago, man. If you not doing nothing wrong, you shouldn't be concerned. But if you out here committing crimes and robberies and shooting people, smashing, grabbing and shit like that, then you got something to worry about.
This is not about fighting crime. This is about Donald Trump searching for any justification to deploy the military in a blue city, in a blue state, to try and intimidate his political rivals.
Police were doing a well-being check near 78th and Peoria when they found a man with multiple stab wounds. SWAT team was called to the Austin neighborhood after a separate deadly shooting. Chicago police say a gunman opened fire on a woman and man, killing the man just before midnight.
A witness told officers that about 10 people got out of 3 cars and forced their way into the business at 55 East Grand Avenue. They took merchandise and drove away.
5-year-old boy is dead tonight after police say he received a gunshot wound to the head while inside an apartment in the North Kenwood neighborhood shortly after 1 p.m.
This Foot Locker store remains closed, and it's unclear when it will reopen. It's the third Foot Locker that crash and grab thieves have targeted in the city in the last week.
The Dandy Crown bar here has been shuttered since Sarah, an employee, was body slammed during one of 2 robberies that happened within days of each other last week. Both of them were captured on security video.
We have learned the identity of a woman shot and killed early yesterday morning in East Garfield Park. Investigating a shooting that injured a 6-year-old boy on Chicago's west side. Police say 31-year-old Gabriela Ochoa was shot by someone in a dark-colored sedan. They say the people in the car were trying to take her personal belongings. No one is in custody.
Police say the man got into an argument with somebody else at about 3 o'clock this morning in River North on North State Street. The man was stabbed and is seriously hurt. Nobody is in custody.
And all I can say is, it don't seem like the crime is going down in none of these cities. Now, somebody brought something up and it made a whole lot of sense to me. And they said that these Democratic mayors are cooking the books. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, they cooking the books. They not arresting motherfuckers for crimes. Now, I know that can happen by being a person living in Chicago, getting caught with drugs, guns, whatever. Some people, they let go. They'll let them go. They'll catch them with a motherfucking gun. And depending on how much they like them or how much they snitch for them, they'll let a motherfucker go. They'll let you go when you get caught with weed. So they cook the numbers like that. You know, petty larceny, petty theft. They'll cook the numbers on that shit. But they can't really cook the numbers on homicides. But what they do is they say, well, last month we had 2 more murders than this month. So guess what? The crime rate is going down when it's not actually going down. It's just 2 fucking murders less. And that means nothing, bro, especially to the family of the people that got killed. Now, the thing is, it is people out here that's rocking with the mayor and they family members got killed. And I look at them and I say, bro, how could you say we don't need the National Guard? We don't need nothing. We just need to continue and let things continue to happen the way they happening. That just don't make sense to me, bro. So just because we're doing all right, a little bit all right, we still don't need more help. Now, these mayors, they're not saying, all right, let's go to Washington, D.C., have a sit down with Donald Trump, just like Putin. You know what I'm saying? If Putin, the enemy of the United States, got enough balls to go and have a sit down with Donald Trump, why these black Democrats don't have the balls to go and sit down and talk to Donald Trump, right? Ice Cube sat down and talked to him. Kanye West sat down and talked to him. So only black celebrities got enough balls to go and have a sit down and talk with Donald Trump. Are you in fear that you're going to turn off the vast majority of the voters if you go and have a sit down with a sitting president? I just don't get it. After Donald Trump's presidency is over with in 3 years, you don't have to fuck with him then. But while he's the president, you got to fuck with him. And it's just like me going to work. I know my boss is racist. I know he rides me more than he rides other employees, especially white employees. But do that mean I stop going to work? Hell no. Because fuck my boss when it comes down to me making my money. As long as he's not openly fucking with me, I'm good, bro. If he's not making my life a living hell, I'm good, bro. I got to sit down and talk to racists. If I was a business owner, I would have to talk to people that don't agree with me, man. That's what I don't get with these black mayors. They don't want to have a sit down with Donald Trump. They scared for their political life. And it's time for us as black people to make a change. Like Street News said, to do the same thing and think that it's going to change is called insanity. So shout out to Street News for saying that we got to make our communities better for these kids, man. A couple of these videos I played, it showed kids getting shot and all of that type of shit, man. And it just don't make no sense to me that these Democrats, no matter where they at, black Democrats, man, they so fucking stubborn, they refuse to work with the president. These the same people that lie to us about illegal immigrants only working in farms and shit like that in service industries. When we found out after a murder of 3 people, illegal immigrants are driving fucking semi trucks, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But oh no, the Democrats will never admit that. It's not a problem. Trust me, I know that these people, these immigrants, they build their own schools. They have people coming in there, and those people are taking the test for the people that can't pass the test, bro. The black community don't have nobody cheating for us like that, right? Even our politicians are not cheating for us. They're cheating for themselves. Mayor Johnson was a school teacher before. If he had 3 or 4 students come to him with the exact same answers, and they sit next to each other and they call each other and they always on the phone with each other, they work with each other, he gonna be like, how the fuck did these 3 students get the same exact answers. And that's what's going on with these Democratic mayors. The crime ain't going down. They're just not reporting the crime as often as they should, or as much as they should, or as needed as they should. They're not reporting this shit, man. They're sending those stats to different jurisdictions and everything, bro. As a whole, the Black community in America, we need help. I'm not sure if Donald Trump can deliver that help, but guess what? It worked a little bit in Washington. But the thing is, those troops will have to leave someday. And then the crime rate is going to go right back up. But I'll tell you what, just like the illegal migrants, we need to start cheating for the Black community. We need to start fucking cheating. We need to start putting our people in not political office and all of this state-run shit, man. I'm talking about plumbers. I'm talking about unions. I'm talking about truck drivers. We need to start cheating for our people. If we're not doing that, then we really not thinking about our people, bro. Put us in positions to make money. You know what I'm saying? The men, not just the women. You know, they love a separated Black America. The Democrats do. They love it. They'll always win with a separated Black America. Put us back together. Cheat for us. Stop cheating for yourself and cheating the numbers. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. Peace.
I apply the brush. I apply the brush. I apply the brush. Yeah, brush. I apply the brush.